I'm Annabel Harrison, founder of Fair Inc. We're a hospitality and residential interior design studio.
How did you first get into interior design?
I was originally working in branding and we worked with hotels, and I saw the interior designers working on the interior side, and that just wowed me so much more. So I retrained and then worked for another company for 4 years before setting up Fair.
What design rules do you love to break in your projects?
I really love blue and green together, which lots of people don't. You see me now wearing blue on green. I think in the right tones they work really nicely together. We're not huge on colour and patterns, mainly kind of tonal textures, and I think blue and green used right can look really beautiful.
What styling idea do you refuse to do for a client, no matter how popular it gets?
I'm not huge on scallops. Anything that you see on the high street or is a very common trend we try to avoid, as there's not much longevity.
Is there a designer, artist or object that changed how you saw interiors?
I really love Tamsin Johnson. She's an Australia-based designer and she uses a lot of pared back whites in her schemes, but she always has really interesting colours and textures, loads of vintage items, lots of kind of colourful glass sconces and like amazing steel artworks on the walls and things like that. And that definitely made me more interested in vintage items in a more kind of pared back setting. I really love her work.
What's the easiest way to make a space less ordinary?
Yeah, I think layering lots of vintage items and also when we're working with clients, ensuring that pieces that they've picked up on their travels are kind of a bit of a forefront, so that there's a nice bit of character and there's always like a story behind something. You don't want a space filled of things off the high street that maybe everyone can find. It's nice for pieces to have their own story.
How do you want people to feel about your designs?
Nice and calm, and a space that feels really personal to them, not too overwhelming, and very relaxing and special.
Do you remember the first vintage item you ever fell for?
Yes, it's in my kitchen over there. It's a big sideboard that I found actually on Menary in Amsterdam and had it shipped over for our new house. It's got so much storage space. We've got like a gift wrapping drawer, which is really embarrassing, but I love it. And yeah, just anything we need, loads of cookbooks basically and glassware.
What is the piece that you'd love to invest in?
Lighting. I think lighting is really important to a space, playing with scale and shape and colour. I think it's always a worthy investment that people often overlook.
What's your best piece of advice for designing a space?
Take your time, don't rush it, think about decisions, sleep on it, even take a week and come back to it, and if you still love it, then go for it.
What's the most common mistake people make when choosing furniture?
I think choosing the wrong wood tone in an item can be off-putting for the rest of the space, so often we'll refinish an item maybe that's in too much of an orange tone, it doesn't fit with the rest of the scheme, make sure it's more cohesive with the rest of the space.
What is your biggest interior ick?
Feature walls. Probably get that all the time, got so many. Gallery walls where it's quite clear they've bought the set of 9 things and it's been told where to put on the wall, and it just feels unpersonal.
What's a piece of furniture you can never go wrong with?
Probably like a really beautiful accent chair. It doesn't necessarily have to be comfortable, it just has to be something you really love and just looks beautiful in the space. It doesn't need to serve a purpose.
Why do you use vintage in your projects?
We use vintage just to add a load of character, make sure that there's a sense that the space doesn't feel too new, and then also just ensure that there's a nice mix of, I guess, styles within a space.
What vintage styles are you loving at the moment?
I really adore brutalist things, but more the kind of like delicate side of brutalism. So brutalist shapes, brutalist vases and like beautiful clear glass. So the small touches of that within a more elegant space I think looks really beautiful.
What's something you've learned from your design journey that you now bring into your home?
Patience. Yeah, not choosing something just to rush to get it in, choosing something that you've waited for and found and really fell in love with.
What's your favourite room in your own home?
I love the kitchen. We spend all of our time there. It's really beautiful and light. It's got a real kind of indoor-outdoor feel into the garden in the summer.
What's the story behind your boldest design decision?
In our house, I actually added fake beams onto our kitchen ceiling. I really love the look of beams, but our house is by no means ready to have exposed joists on the ceiling. So I added fake ones, but I absolutely love it, and it's added some really nice texture to the space.
With your interior design firm, did you naturally choose to go down the hospitality route, or has that happened quite organically?
Well, I founded the company as a hospitality design studio, but it was 2019. So when COVID hit, all of our clients had disappeared overnight, or projects went on hold, so we started doing residential as well. And a lot of our residential clients now come to us because of our hospitality experience. So they love hotels and bars, and they want to bring some essence of that into their spaces at home.
Do you have a preference now?
Hospitality still. I just love it. I love working with the chefs and the bartenders and the operations team. There's such a buzz around the opening, and it's just a special thing to be a part of.
What advice do you give to people who want to shop vintage?
I don't think you have to know exactly what you're looking for. I think just take a look on sites, learn about some dealers, see what they've got, kind of learn about what you're into by looking around, rather than if you're looking for something too specific, you're never going to find it. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you soon.